The Bay Area Fall Arts Calendar is jam-packed with anniversaries, big-name acts, and world premieres. I sat down earlier with KQED Cy Musiker, host of the Do List, to find out his top picks for the best in music, dance, theater, and more this season. So, Cy, I know you've been doing some studying and studying. What a tough job you have looking at all this stuff.
We have a lot of fun. We do. Yeah.
Some big music festivals coming up in the Bay Area.
That's right. There always are in the fall, and especially Hardly Strictly Bluegrass in Golden Gate Park. Always a beautiful event. And this year, the second year without Warren Hellman, the founder, but a wonderful, wonderful lineup, including, in fact, some folk and bluegrass music like Natalie Maines.
Of the Dixie Chicks.
Exactly, of the Dixie Chicks. And then another group called The Devil Makes Three, a wonderful bluegrass band, but also a terrific guy named Jesse D, a young white kid out of Boston who sort of channels Sam Cooke from the 60s. And then Betty LaVette, one of my favorite performers, doing terrific R&B, and Bonnie Raitt coming down out of the hills in Marin to appear, her first appearance at Hardly Strictly, and still playing great, sounding wonderful. Another event that's not quite a music festival, this is called the Airfield Broadcast at Crissy Field. Lisa Bielawa, who's an international producer, lives out in New York, but she's bringing 800 musicians to Crissy Field by the San Francisco Bay, and I think she's a little like a John Cage. She wants to bring accidental things together and have them collide. And in Germany, she had Swiss Alpenhorns. It was very odd.
And how did it go over in Germany?
In Germany, I heard it was a lot of fun. People said very intriguing.
And that's October 26th and 27th at Crissy Field.
That's exactly
right. This is
right.
also a year of milestone anniversaries. Kronos Quartet turning 40.
Yes, Kronos Quartet. We'll start there. Kronos Quartet, a terrific organization. David Harrington created many years ago with a terrific, rich diversity of music. Everything from people like Terry Riley and George Crumb and Philip Glass and John Cage to more contemporary, to jazz musicians. They're doing a concert December 7th at Cal Performances, and they're going to be doing a new piece by Terry Riley and a new piece by Philip Glass.
Wonderful, yeah. And like you say, at Cal, at Zellerbach. Oakland East Bay Symphony, something else happening in the East Bay, also very exciting. It's the 25th anniversary for them.
Right, and this is an organization that was reborn like a phoenix out of the ashes of the Oakland Symphony Orchestra, and as now the Oakland East Bay Symphony. Michael Morgan, he's been there 23 years, and he's just done a terrific job. They're going to be presenting music by Wagner, Copland, and terrific Mason Bates, who's an East Bay resident, a beat master and a DJ, in fact, at night. Symphony orchestra composer by day. And
so great to see them doing so well after the Oakland Symphony went bankrupt. Not quite an anniversary, but a birthday for Sam Sheppard coming up.
Sam Sheppard, the wonderful playwright, the actor, screenplay writer, but he wrote Buried Child in 1978 when he was the resident playwright at the Magic Theater. A Magic Theater, one of the Bay Area's best and longest-lived theater groups. And Loretta Greco, the artistic director there, is directing. She says this play to her is one of the greatest American plays. She puts it up there with Oedipus and Three Sisters by Chekhov. It is about the fractured, the broken American dream, about a farm family and how things are not going very well.
Let's talk about some notable stage performances coming up. We've got the Carole musical.
Oh yeah, Beautiful, which SHN is bringing to the Curran Theater. This is the bio-musical about Carole King, and I'd have to say, you know, this is sort of geezer jukebox musical supreme. I was in college when the album Tapestry first came out by Carole King, and it was our soundtrack, you know, and this is a woman who'd worked in the Brill Building with so many other great songwriters and wrote songs for the Shirelles and so many others, and then became a pop star herself. And we'll have to see how this works out, whether it's as good a story to tell as the music is. But the producers will have a chance to try this out before they take it to Broadway.
Wonderful. I know you're excited about Joe Good as well.
Joe Good doing dance. This is his world premiere for him, a piece called Hush. Joe Good does these fabulous pieces that tell a story, that bring in text. He's working with the sound effects artist Sudu Tawari and the composer Ben Juodvalkis. I can say that. Yes.
a cool exhibition that you were telling me about. The Oakland Museum, there's going to be a cinematic study of fog, is that right?
Right, well, they have a massive show at the Oakland Museum of California, Above and Below, about 6,000 years of history and about San Francisco Bay. It includes these wonderful videos, including this fabulous 3-hour tour of every inch of San Francisco shoreline, cinematic study of fog, plus foghorns.
And what's another exciting visual arts exhibit that you've noticed?
I'm very excited about Carrie Mae Weems, a terrific photographer, African-American woman who for many years now, decades, has been staging these strange little dramas in black and white photos with captions about race and class in America. The captions just make the story that's being told in the photograph even more complicated. And this is her largest retrospective ever, more than 100 pieces, including videos she's done. And I just think it's going to be one of the best things in the fall at the Cantor Arts Museum at Stanford. So that gets us down to the South Bay as well. I'm thrilled. That's going to be there in October through January.
It should be spectacular. It covers 3 decades of her life's work.
That's right.
Know that there are many more recommendations on the Fall Arts page. And how do people get to that?
They go to that at kqed.org/arts. And there's a bunch of picks from both me and David Wiegand, and then a number of other great arts writers covering the arts in the Bay Area. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, I'm sure you're going to all of those events. Cy Musiker.
I wish I could. Thanks so much, Troy.
Thanks so much.